Welcome to the Astro Imaging Journey channel. Please enjoy the episode. Hello again, and in this episode, a little bit of good news. Finally got my camera back, the ZWO ASI1600MM Pro. Got it back from RMA repair. And in this episode, I'm going to unbox what they sent me after the repair, as well as give my review on working with High Point Scientific through the repair process. So first, let's get to the unboxing, then we'll do the review afterwards. So, got a little bit of crush damage here, but overall not too bad. Feels a little loose in there, but we'll see how it looks here in a second. As always, my PSA, when possible, try to push away when cutting open boxes. Alright, now let's score down the top. Put my knife down so I don't cut myself. And let's see what we got here. Alright, using paper, recyclable. I like that. Alright. Alright, and looks like it was possibly the same one I sent. Same box anyways, hard to tell. Let's see if there's any paperwork in here. Quick access guide. Looks like a gasket. Nope, nothing in there. And it came in the carrying case that I sent it to them in. No paperwork inside the carrying case. Thought I heard something rattle, but I guess not. Has a little repair number on the back, and that matches what was on the side over here. Thought I saw it. No. Let me look again. Oh, there we are. So ZWO 13680. So there was a little sticker on the front that's crossed out, and that also matches what is, I don't know if you can see that, but okay. So we will see about how that works. Let me check the box, see if there's any paperwork in there. Okay, I checked. There's no paperwork, unfortunately. I've been in IT for 20 some odd years now, basically since 1993, so we're coming up on almost 30 years now. And wow, yeah, almost 30 years. And I know every time that I would send something out for repair, you usually get some type of paperwork saying what they found and what corrective actions were taken. I do not see any paperwork like that in here. So in that respect, ZWO, for watching, what you did to repair, even if it was replace sensor, something to indicate what you did, at least for guys like myself that are a little bit of a gearhead. You know, we like to see the, not necessarily doesn't have to be an itemized list of, you know, unscrewed cover, inspected temperature sensor found faulty, replaced temperature sensor. It doesn't need to be that granular, but you know, something to indicate that what you did, and that would go a long way in my mind for those of us gearheads to know what you actually did and what you actually replaced, or no trouble found, something, because this doesn't tell me, did you replace this? Did you replace the temperature sensor? Did you replace a chip? Did you replace a board? Did you do nothing and you found nothing? Or did you find out that it was completely toast and this is a completely different unit? I don't know. So, but we'll find out if it works. So, I'm not seeing any overt evidence of any mishandling, so that's good. Other than the sticker being on there, it looks pretty much new out of the box. So we'll put this back in the carrying case for safekeeping, simply because and there's a sticker on the top of the carrying case as well. So that's their way of ensuring that everything is tracked properly. So let me set this off to the side. So if you remember, it's been a while now, not sure what the time frame is, YouTube time, but for me personally, it's been almost 3 months now since I've had that thing. And let's get into the high point review. Before we get to that, I will not be putting that on today because it is rainy and misty and everything out there today. Full moon is tonight, and I was kind of hoping to do an attempt with my DSLR with a mosaic and with the full moon, but obviously if it's misty and cloudy, that's not going to happen tonight. Maybe I could do something with a near full moon in the next day or two. So the way the rig is set up right now, I'm going to leave it be and we'll see what happens. But hopefully by this weekend, I'll be putting that back on to the rig and getting back to narrowband imaging. So high points review. I don't want to be harsh, but I don't want to be generous either. So, we're in a challenging time right now. People are working from home. People are having to socially distance, all that good stuff. And who knows what their tech support is operating under. So the initial problem when I encountered it, I went to ZWO's website, pulled down the troubleshooting recommendations, which included, power cycling it, using a different adapter, changing out my USB cable, all the different recommendations they had, did them all, nothing worked. Contacted High Point Scientific, detailed that in my initial email to them, and said, here's what I'm seeing, here's what I've already done, you know, here was my original order number, I'd like to get this repaired. Now, I could have gone straight to ZWO and had it repaired under warranty. But yes, I could have done that. However, High Point Scientific on their website clearly states lifetime support for any product they support. So I wanted to try that route this time. And mixed reviews so far, in my opinion. Again, keeping in mind, environment we're living in here in 2020. Sent the initial request for assistance, and it took several days to get a response, and the response was, have you tried, you know, please try X, Y, and Z, and it was almost like a copy and paste from the ZWO. It's almost like they didn't read what I presented to them to say, I've already done this, 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 this. Responded with, yes, I've already tried that. And it didn't work. Sent them screenshots, which I showed you guys in the video where it was failing and I was going to be sending it back to them for repair. And, you know, I had some screenshots of the stuff I was showing you. And it's, you know, after 2 or 3 more email exchanges, they're like, okay, here's the RMA, send it back to us for, and this is where it was confusing as well, is the email said for return, an RMA for return, and it wanted the camera, the filter wheels, or the filter wheel, the filters. It wanted all the items from that original order, and it listed them. And I had to send a response back saying, this is for a return. I am asking for a repair. Why do I need to send my filter wheel and filters, which are not broken and are working perfectly fine, when it's the camera that should only need to be sent back? It was a little confusing. They apologized, said, yes, just send the camera, and we'll go through all of that. I sent them the camera. Word to the wise, get a tracking number. I've had other things shipped that did not have a tracking number, and trust me, pay the extra couple of dollars if you need to get a tracking number. So I got my tracking number, and I was able to supply that and said, all right, it was shipped today, here's the tracking number, you should have it on X day. Then I didn't hear anything for another week. So at this point, we're almost a month into me originally saying, hey, we've got a problem here. And then I got an email saying we've received it and we're sending it to ZWO for repair. And we'll keep you up to date, and that the time frame is 30 to 45 business days on average. But due to recent events, those times could be extended. That was, I don't remember when that was, but in the end, I got 0 communication back about the repair process. I waited, I looked at the calendar, okay, what is 30 business days and what is 45 business days? And as it turns out, that's right around 2 months. So at the about 2-month mark, I sent them an email saying, what's the status of this RMA? And 2 days later, I got a response saying we got the camera back yesterday to our warehouse. It'll be shipping out today. And then day or two later, because I subscribed to the major carriers, FedEx, UPS, DHL, they have the features where you can go in and say, hey, anything coming to this address, send me notification and the tracking number. And it was 2 days later that I got the email from that system of what the tracking number was going to be. Okay, taking all that back. So I got the email stating that they got it back from ZWO that day, and it would be going out, and gave me a tracking number. Tracked it, took 4 days to get to me. Was it 4 days? And now, granted, that did include a weekend, so 2 to 3 days if it had been middle of the week. And got it back, and here we are today. We have it back. So from the time I initially sent them the message saying, hey, something's broke here, please help me out, to the time it actually got back to me, right about 3 months. Let me go check my emails and double check that. Okay, so just check the email to verify that I have my dates correct. May 17th is when I sent the original, hey, something's broke here. June 17th is when I actually shipped it back. So that is 1 month between the time I sent the email saying, hey, something's broke here, we need some assistance, and to the time where it actually got in the mail. So approximately 3.5 weeks to get to the point where I have an RMA issued, then a couple days for the confusion to be cleared up on the RMA email itself, and then finally getting it there. And then June 17th gets there, and then we have, let's see, July, August 31st is when I got it in my hands. That's today. And so 2.5 months. Yeah, 2.5 months to get it back to me after sending it to them. That's kind of how do I say this? Screw it. It's unacceptable. It should not take, with no communication between the 17th and a few days later when they got it and saying that it was going to ZWO, to today, zero communication. I know when, like I said, been in IT for 30 years. When I've got a problem, when one of my customers has a problem, and they say, we need this fixed, and I say, okay. I know in my tickets, I put a follow-up date, I look at it and I say, okay, whatever the standard might be for their level of service, might be next day, might be next week, not sure, but I put a follow-up date. Hey, on that date, boom, I get a pop-up, got to follow up on this. I call the manufacturer, what's the status of this RMA? All right, thank you. Put a note in the ticket, send an email, say, contact the manufacturer, they're still working on it, still trying to isolate the problem. It's not that difficult. But different companies, different standards. But for a company that advertises lifetime support for anything they sell, if this is the level of support that they are offering, I'm not impressed. And it almost makes me not want to order from them again. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, camera's fixed. Won't know until a couple more days. But at which point I'll be able to say whether or not ZWO did their job or not in fixing the problem. But I will say that in the first light post-repair video that will come out at that point. So with this one, as you saw, as a consumer, I'm not exactly on cloud 9 right now. I'm about on cloud 7. I'm happy I got my camera back. I'm happy that I can start doing narrowband imaging again. I am happy that I was able to do some other stuff. Milky Way, Comet NEOIs, moonshots, Jupiter, Saturn. Had some other things I could do in the interim. Not disappointed on that. But what's taken me down a couple notches on the clouds there is simply the fact that there was no paperwork in the box to say what they fixed. There was no communication, and that's from ZWO. No communication from High Point saying, we've checked on your case, they're still trying to repair it. We'll check back in another week. Nothing. So that right there takes me down 2 notches, because that's just a lack of detail, lack of communication, almost like a lack of concern for their customer. Am I happy that it got repaired at no cost? Well, at little cost to me. I did have to pay to have it shipped back to High Point Scientific, who then took care of getting it to ZWO. But would I not have incurred the same cost if I would have sent it direct to ZWO? I don't know. But if it wasn't under warranty, but then ZWO charged me for the cost of the repair and the shipping back to me, I don't know. Maybe I will in a year or two if this breaks again and I got to get it repaired. Maybe things will be a little bit different. I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, could be up here. I'm about right here as far as happiness of getting this back. Again, lack of communication from both ZWO and High Point Scientific on getting these things repaired, and what they did knocks me down a couple notches of being absolutely ecstatic that I have it back. So, yeah, with that, I'm going to say thanks everybody for watching. Hope you got some useful information out of this. We'll find out. If you've had positive experiences or negative experiences with High Point, put them in the comments. Let me know. And wish everybody please stay safe and healthy out there. Clear skies. Have a good one. Thank you for watching yet another video from the Astroimaging Journey channel. Really appreciate your viewership. In our upper right, we have the latest video we've uploaded. In our lower right, we have what YouTube might think you would enjoy. And in the lower left is our subscription button. Please like this video, subscribe if you so choose. As always, clear skies, have a good one, and remember Duke.